What's up, guys? It's Shan coming to you with another tutorial from Shantastic Headquarters, aka my house. But today I'm going to show you how to put on some strip lashes, which, funny thing, myself used to have a terrible issue with. I used to could put on the individual lashes, but couldn't do the strip. So I had to figure it out, and what I figured out for myself, I think maybe it will help you guys. But first, let me tell you some things you're gonna need. First things first, you're gonna need some of these. Your strip lashes. I have a pack of strip lashes. These by Kiss, and you're going to need some tweezers. You're going to need some lash glue. I can't remember this. I think this is Sassy eyelash glue. I've had it for a while. You see everything is out for that now. It's a latex glue, so if you're allergic to latex, this won't be the glue for you. Maybe you can find some that is latex free. And then you may need a spoolie. So to get started, first you're going to need to get your lashes out. And then for your lashes, what I like to do is turn my lashes facing like this. So like if I was in the mirror and looking at myself, this will tell me my right side and this will tell me my left. What you could do though, so you're not confused when you're putting your lashes on, you can do a little thing. You can put an R here for right and an L here for left. That way, you know, you don't get confused when you're trying to put them on, and then you end up with the left lashes on the right eye and the right eye on the left, and it'll be all backwards like that. You don't want that. So if you turn your lashes not facing you like this, but turn them out, and one of my lashes came off because I had already pulled it off. But turn it out like that, and this will be your right side, right eye, left side, left eye. So you can put an R and an L there to let you know. Before you get started, if you're using the tweezer that have more of a point to it like these, excuse the glue. If you have more of a point to it like these, when you're applying the lashes, you're going to apply ensuring that your point is never directed at your eye, but you're going sideways and applying using the more pointy style tweezers. I don't know the name of it, but this is what you're gonna, if you're using these style, you're just gonna follow the instructions and ensure you're always applying sideways and never towards your eye directly, because you don't wanna accidentally poke yourself in the eye. Now, if you're gonna use these style tweezers for yourself, these are the ones where you're actually going to go point towards your eye when you're applying. So when in the video, I'm going to use these kind. When you're holding your lashes in the middle, you're going to hold them going like that. And when you're applying, you're going to hold yours going pointing towards your eye versus going sideways. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to try to use these in a sideways motion versus using these going directly towards your eye. These are safer to use that way, and it actually feels better to use them that way. So before you start, determine which tweezers, the pointy ones or the ones that are shaped this way, and then you're going to follow the instructions based off those. And remember, throughout the video, I'm going to use these. So you want to get your glue, and you want to open it up just lightly, and you can get something to practice a squeeze on, just to make sure it doesn't come out too much. So right now it's not coming out at all, so I'm opening it just a little more. It's trying to come out. Okay, there we go. So you see that? That's about all the amount of glue that I'm gonna need to add to my lashes. So that's coming out just enough. It's not too much. I don't want it to be dripping out really fast. So what you can do before you start is get you maybe your lash thing. If you don't want to mess this up, get a sheet of paper or a tissue or something like that to help you determine how much glue will actually come out when you're trying to apply the glue to your strip lash. So when you get started, again, turn which way you want to start. I typically start on my right side, maybe because I'm a righty, but I typically start on the right side. So you would lightly pull your lash off using your tweezers. And this one I had already removed prior to this video, so it's kind of easy to remove. But once we get to the left side, you'll see it'll be a little bit more difficult possibly. And so what you want to do is have your tweezers, make sure they're free of glue, and get your lashes on the, put your lashes, gather them in your tweezer, right? And then now we're going to apply the glue. So I'm going to apply and try to let you see. So you're gonna apply, squeezing lightly. Lightly along that line, making sure you get glue in all the crevices. You may want to get just a little extra towards the ends, but make sure you kind of smooth it out, because typically that's the area that typically the ends is the area that typically lifts a lot faster. So if you end up having a little too much, like I see on this end here, you can just kind of wipe it off on your finger, and then, you know, have your tissue or something nearby that you can wipe that off on. And before applying, you're going to ensure that the glue gets a little tacky. You don't want to apply it right away. So I like to hold my lashes kind of towards the middle, just like that. I like to hold them kind of towards the middle, and then I take them and I blow. This will help the glue dry a little bit faster or get tacky before you apply them to your lashes, okay? So just give it a light blow. Or if you're a person who don't like to blow, you can fan it for so many seconds or so. Or just fan, you know. But me, I prefer the blow. And you want to blow until you don't see it look so wet. The glue, you don't want it to look too wet. So I think we're about there. So what I like to do is stretch my eyelid first. Let's go back. Before you actually apply your lashes, once you take them off of here, you actually want to measure the lash before applying the glue. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. But you want to do that before applying the glue to make sure that it actually fits your eye, because if not, you actually need to cut them. For me, with this pair of lashes, I didn't have to worry about that because they actually fit my eyes, the length of my eyes really nicely. So, okay, we're there now. So now, once you get your lash glue tacky, I like to get ready to prepare my eye, and I kind of stretch my eye out a little bit. And I like to apply kind of dead in the center first. So I'm gonna have my mirror up so I can see. And this is what you're gonna do. Because I'm holding this lash in this hand, you won't actually see me stretching out my eye, but that's typically what I would do. But here we're going to just get it positioned right in the middle. So what I'm doing is I'm actually pushing the lash close to my lash line to get it positioned on my eyes properly. And then I'm going from the middle to the inside. And I'm giving it a little hold so they can try to adhere to my lashes, and a light squeeze. And now I'm going to the other side to get that side locked in. And now I am squeezing with my tweezers as close as I can to the lash line without pinching my skin where my lashes, eyelashes, and skin meet, but just kind of lightly pressing the strip lashes and my lashes together. So there you have it, right eye complete. And if you notice that you have any gaps or anything, it's okay, because if you're new to this or just doing this like this for the first time, you will get better with practice. And the good thing about these lashes that I have right now, I actually can use them more than once. So I'll get to use these more than once. See, got my first lash on. Did you get yours? Okay, we are now ready to do the other eye. And for me, I'm about to do my left eye. I'm going to shake down my glue and still ensure that, you know, not too much glue is dripping out. And that's about how much I want to apply to my lashes. So now that I've tested that out, what you typically would do first is turn your lash container facing you as if you were facing in the mirror. So you know this is your right, this is your left. You also still, remember, can write an R and an L for right and left, so you don't forget which lash is for which eye, because that is very important. You don't want the longer pieces of your lashes and then inside, and the other piece on the outside, and then the fit should be awkward as well. So what I like to do is take my tweezers and grab a small section lightly and slowly remove the lashes off of their lash container. You have to be careful so you don't break your lashes, because trust me, you will and you can break these lashes. And if you only have a container with one pair, let me tell you, that will make you very upset. And so once you get them to a certain point, I actually try to use my finger if I just don't want to be patient and wait, and take them off. So like before you finish the first eye, you see the little excess white little parts there. That's the glue from it holding on the container. So you want to go ahead and remove that lightly. Hold on to your lashes firmly, because in this process as well, you can ruin your lashes too. So they're very fragile, and you want to make sure you're careful to just tear the glue away carefully. Just the glue that's on the top, not in between the lashes. So be very careful, guys. And I'm almost done getting the excess glue off. There we go. A little more. Voila. Okay, and make sure you clean that off of your tweezers because it will cause you to be your tweezers to be sticky. So anytime you get any glue on your tweezers, just be careful because it will definitely cause them to be sticky and then you really can't maneuver them properly. So now, if we have not done so already, you're definitely going to take your lash, measure it against your eye, make sure that it's not too long or not too short. If it's too long, you want to take some scissors and cut it. I would probably cut it on the inside, or if you think the end parts are too long, cut it on the outside. Whichever you prefer as far as the look you want to go for. If you think the lashes towards the end looks too long, because mine, they actually graduate, so they're smaller inside and they get longer as they go outside. So if you're a person who maybe you picked up the wrong lashes or getting lashes from someone else, you can actually cut off one end or the other. So cut some off this end to fit your eye or cut it off that one. For me, I have no cutting to do because these lashes actually fit me great. So here we are. Again, we're gonna apply the glue, slightly squeezing, just giving it a little more glue towards the ends, just because that's typically the place where it's it's easier to lift up. Make sure you get glue on every inch of your lash line right there along the top. If you get too much glue in any place, have you a nice little Q-tip nearby, or Q-tips can actually cause a little lint in there sometimes. So what I like to do for me is I just use my hands. So if I have a little extra glue, I just use my hands. But that's all the glue you need for your lash. Here we go. You can blow or fan. I like to blow my lashes off because fanning takes too long. So I'm not gonna fan. I'm actually gonna blow. So you just blow or fan, whichever you prefer. And you're gonna blow or fan until it's tacky. So once, you don't want to do it when it's wet because the wet glue can actually get in your eye when it's wet. That's when people have irritants or they feel irritated because maybe someone is rushing or they are rushing when they're putting their lashes on. So the glue gets in their eye. And just some background on the glue again. Some glues are, I believe, latex free now because most glues out there have latex. If you are allergic to latex, you want to make sure you read the product label to ensure that the product doesn't have latex in it. Or if you can't seem to find latex-free glue for eyelash extensions, you just can't enjoy this, and I'm so sorry for you. But you want to be safe than sorry. You don't want anything to happen to your eyes. Also, the strip lashes nowadays, like the ones that I have, I've been able to use these for more than one time. I typically don't sleep with mine because I wake up and my lashes be doing everything. They be like, hey, bye, hey, throwing up crip signs. But, you know, so I typically like to take mine off at night, or I might wear them for 2 days straight and then pull them off then and reuse them. But I'll clean the lash line where the glue is, and then I'll reapply them if they are not throwing up crip signs. Because once they start throwing up the gang signs, y'all, them things, they don't be usable no more. It's time to go to the next one. That's what happened to my first pair. I went to sleep in them and by morning they was throwing up crip signs. Like, what's up? Here you go. You get your lash. You want to grip it right in the center. Okay, with your tweezers. And then you're going to stretch your eye. And you're going to apply it as close to your lash line as possible. You're not going to press it in at this point. You're just going to sit it there. And then once you position it in the right place, then you can start applying it. making light press along the way. Hold it for a few seconds to get it to adhere. And you want to keep checking it to see where you are and to see if you like what you have done. This will take some practice for sure. It took me a while to finally understand. But the key thing is to make sure that you actually allow for this glue to get tacky. See, I haven't gotten any glue all over my eye because I allowed my glue to get tacky. And you can move the lash into place if you have not gotten it where you want it to be. But that's why it's important once you first place it down, you don't want to really press it in place. You just kind of want to hold it and be sure you know where you are. And once you get it in place, now is the time to lock it in by doing a couple small squeezes and holds, checking, lock it in, squeeze and hold it in place, lock it in, and I like to go along the lines and just make sure I squeeze lightly near my eye line and the hash and the I like to squeeze right along the lash line and where my lashes meet to make sure that it's adhering properly and that I won't blink and my lashes are missing. Woo, woo. Yeah, don't do that, y'all. That'll scare you. But that's why you have to be really careful in how you apply. So, I hope this video helped you out with getting your lashes applied at home. And now I have my lashes on. And I'm going to be sitting at home, just sitting pretty. So there's nothing wrong with that. I hope you're sitting home and sitting pretty too. Get your lashes on. Put your makeup on. Do your brows. Throw on some lipstick. Just something to make you feel special at this time. Thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this have showed you an easier way to apply your strip lashes at home. Again, at first, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And now I've figured out a method that actually works for me. So hopefully this helps you in your strip lash application. And the key thing, again, is to make sure that glue is tacky and to make sure you're not allergic. If you're allergic to latex, read the ingredients, because would hate for you to use something that you're allergic to. So send me your pictures or videos of you applying your lashes and let me know how it goes.